The Eskom Expo for Young Scientists Science Fair is underway today at Wits University. The fair aims to nurture and celebrate science, innovation and creativity in young minds. Young people from Johannesburg were given an opportunity to present their projects and experiments. Let's take you there now, where our reporter Katleho Sekhotho has more. Kat, good to catch up with you this afternoon. Can you take us through what this exciting expo is about and what it means for young people?
A very good afternoon, Hugo. Indeed, an exciting afternoon for young students from all over the province taking part in the Eskom Expo for Young Scientists. No, this initiative really was about bringing young people into one space who've had projects that they've been working on for months, I understand since February, putting them together. And some of these experiments or projects really answer some of the problems we have as a country. I mean, some of the projects look at how we can power traffic lights during load shedding. Other projects take a look at, agricultural solutions. So a vast array of scientific solutions to the problems that we experience throughout the country in different ways. But I have with me some of the learners who are actually going to speak to me. They've presented some of their work here. Ladies, thank you so much for speaking to us. Just tell me about your project. What is yours? I see it's about cholera. Take me through briefly what your project is about.
Our project is about finding an indicator through finding 3 different biomedical solutions and testing them if they could test for the presence of cholera inside contaminated water. So our final result led to us getting the thiosulfate bile agar, but it's still not been confirmed yet. We are still waiting for someone to come and help us conduct the experiment.
Right. So this is about combating cholera, and it's interesting because we saw that cholera outbreak in Hammanskraal a few weeks ago. So is this about tackling some of the things we see in terms of the very dire effects that cholera has in our communities?
Yes. As a country, we want to improve it. As the youth, we want to make it better in our society, and make other people feel healthy and happy and live life to the fullest. So by fighting cholera and taking away the contamination in that society, I think it would make a big difference.
All right. And just another question, Kulu, your interest in science, where did it come from and what do you hope to take it on to university? Do you hope to study science?
My father is actually an engineer, so and my mother. So they both had a huge interest regarding sciences, so I aspired a lot from them. And there's a certain curiosity. This is the theme that we have this year, the power of curiosity. And my curiosity kept on growing and growing and growing. And I thank the Expo for allowing us to have that space to be able to express and innovate different ideas. And I want to study medicine for then the future and try and help people that have cholera or different diseases, even biomedical engineering.
Absolutely. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Kulu. There you heard it there, Hugo. A project focused on combating cholera. We know this is a problem that we saw, especially brought into the spotlight since that Hammanskraal crisis where so many people died, lives were lost. But I have with me other learners as well who are going to present their project to me. Also, more agricultural focus. Ladies, thank you so much for giving us your time. Just take me through what your project is about.
So the title of our project is Grey Water Suitable for Plants to Grow. And the aim of our project is to see visually how to grow spinach plants, either using manufactured lotion, inorganic lotion, or grey water.
Okay, so take me through your love for science. Where did it come from, and do you hope to pursue it further?
So from a very young age, I was very interested in research, plants, and insects. Ever since then, it's just been growing, and it's just increased at that's why we did this project.
All right. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Hugo, there you heard it. A really great project looking at agricultural solutions focused on, is grey water suitable for plants to grow? A lot of other projects here, obviously too many to go through, but really young people looking at solutions for the problems that we face in scientific ways. And I think this initiative is about saying to young people, please get involved. I think, if we look at maths and science, there's this understanding that it's quite difficult. But this initiative says to young kids that you can get creatively involved in the sciences and, and learn and expand. And I think the expo, as the organizers were saying, it's about cultivating and nurturing young people to love science from their formative years right up until possibly university years.
Kat, there have been many conversations about young girls being involved in STEM subjects. Now, is this testament to the fact that we've spoken to two lots of teams and it's just the girls that seem to be leading?
Well, certainly, Hugo, there's other, young boys here as well. Definitely a mix of girls and boys. But yes, I think one of the organizers had mentioned that they really want to have girls taking up sciences and so that it doesn't feel like it's a man's world, so it doesn't feel like it's just for boys. But, we have so many projects here. You see a young boy here, they putting down the projects here. I don't know if we can hijack you. I think it's Kevin.
Yes.
Kevin, tell me quickly about your project here.
So my project was a fluidized airbed, as you can see. The basic premise is that you would plug an air compressor into that part of the hose, and this container would be filled with sand. And the idea is that once the compressed air is pushed into the system, it's dispersed throughout the sand, which causes it to act like a liquid rather than a solid.
Right.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
what does this actually do in day-to-day life?
So in terms of the practical uses, on a scale like this, there's not much outside of a science demonstration or testing it for anyone who's interested in the topic. But on a much larger scale, they're often used in grain silos to make sure that grain flows smoothly throughout systems, and also in powder coating applications, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, Kevin. Thanks for that. Yeah, Hugo, there you can see it. Kevin's fluidized airbed. Really great agricultural innovation here. Lots to see here at the Eskom Expo for young scientists. Yes, so a lot of young people coming here and putting their presentations on display. There is an awards ceremony taking place. So we'll hear from there which kids walked away with the winning prize here. So they were chosen from different districts. There was a district process first before they came here. And so it's national. It's from district level, then provincial, then national. So really, and they did say it's not just for the top learners, it's for any learner who's interested in the sciences.
Katleho, I appreciate your time coming to us from the Eskom Science Expo at Wits University. Absolutely remarkable to see those young boys and girls working on those remarkable science projects.